Welcome to lesson 24 of Marcus Trading Bot series. We completed previously successfully our Schwab client file. You see that's plus lines of code that we finished successfully. I don't like to scare you, but this one will be even bigger. It will consist of several methods, and we will go over it right now, just a little, an observatory kind of way. So, what is this module? The purpose of Oauth Helper is to serve as our trading bot's authentication and workflow orchestration layer. It manages the Oauth flow with Schwab. It coordinates trading operations and provides high-level workflow methods for the autonomous trading system. The key responsibilities of this include authentication management, connection testing, account access. Yes, with Schwab client we have account access, but so do we in here. Workflow orchestration, and last but not least, portfolio management. Just keep it on the top of the file. This will help us navigate through different components of it. What are our dependencies here? It will be the web browser, it will be our written client, it will be parsing URL tool, and it will be types of the data we're going to interact with. So we'll start with import web browser, import URL lib, parse, or surely from parse, import URL parse, and parse qs from Schwab client, import Schwab client. This is our client file that we just opened. We are importing the whole class of this beauty, and from typing import dictionary list and optional as parameter. Our class will start with init method, and basically let's start the coding with the class. Class Marcus. If you don't like Marcus name, just change it, but make sure that you changed it everywhere. Helper. Let's add a comment here. It's our helper for managing Oauth flow interactive. We'll start, as I mentioned, with init method, self, not client, but we'll use config. Self config is config, and self Schwab client is Schwab client, and here goes the contact. Okay, so we created initializer to go to be able to help with other parts of the code. Well, we are going to call it itself. We initializing config Marcus config object. We're creating an instance of Schwab client for API operations and storing configuration for persistence. Key attributes here are config and Schwab client here. Next goes authentication flow. F authenticate Marcus self, and we will return it as Boolean, so if it is authenticated or not. Marcus authentication method. We'll start with printing in the console that Marcus, or whoever you named it, needs to connect to your Schwab account. And not to scare the user, let's add another statement. This is one-time setup process. Just a quick note here, if you are using the browser in incognito mode, you will have to do it every time. Otherwise, it will take some period to have this process completed. Like if you are doing it on your regular browser, which is not on incognito mode, Schwab will send, when you initialized your account from it, you logged into your account from it, it will send you the 2FA authentication code, which you will confirm, and Schwab will make sure that this is the browser that you trust. Next, we are going to check if we have already tokens. If self Schwab client is token valid, print we are already authenticated. And here this method will return true. If not, try, we will start the Oauth flow. Auth URL, Schwab client, not get out URL, but start Oauth flow. Print Marcus is opening your browser to login. And then we are writing a detailed instruction which we will code later on. What will happen if the user press any of the options that we are going to write down here. Print steps to follow. Here, let's add some indentation. 1. Browser to open Schwab login page. Let's copy this to avoid issues with indentations every time. Next, we are suggesting for user, you need to log in with your Schwab credentials. After this, what we do, at the third step, you'll need account to authorize. You need to select the account to authorize. Print. Okay, let's go with this. 4. At the end, you will see the 404 redirect page. That is okay. Print. Five. Copy the complete URL from browser and print six. Opening browser now. Next, what we are going to do after this, web browser open auth URL. After this, we are going to get authorization code from user. Print let's make sure that we are printing it from the new line. After completing Schwab login, callback URL will be the input. We will ask user to paste it here. Paste the full URL from page here. And we're going to make it possible to strip. So it will strip all this message from that line and will get only the URL itself. Parsed URL will be our URL parser, the callback URL, and query params. We parse whcih parsed URL query. what we do here is that we initialize the sequence of commands to be seen by user, and then ask him to copy the URL from the redirect page, because after we initialized our application at Schwab, we provided the callback URL where user should be navigated after authorization on Schwab portal. Schwab will see it as 404 page because it cannot reach it. It doesn't exist for him. And the URL will contain the authorization code, which we will need to parse from the complete URL that we are asking user to input here. After this print sequence, we opening browser, user go through Schwab authorization pages and pastes URL in here. Then we started to do parsing of the URL. We're assigning variable to the string, and then we're starting our actions with that string. Let's pause, or even not pause, let's make this complete. So now we need to check if the code is indeed passed with the URL. If code not in query params, then print authorization failed. No authorization code found in URL. And here we are returning false because we are unable to authenticate user and get the code. Otherwise, auth code will be query params, the code, and 0. So the first parameter in code will be our authentication code. First parameter which goes after the code section. Print authorization code is received. Success will be self Schwab client complete Oauth flow, and here we will provide auth code, the one that we just got. So if success is like our parameter that we are going to treat as criteria to make a decision if proceed to the next step. And so if success parameter is met, and if we got this auth code, then we are moving forward. If not, then sorry, we failed something. Print trading bot is connected Schwab. By the way, if you want to add some emojis that will help you, feel free to do in this print statements. I noticed in different projects that users sometimes do emojis which will help them or hint them to navigate quicker to the part of the logs that they want to. Saving credentials, self config save, configs Parcus JSON, and here we are returning true. else, print authorization failed, return false, and do nothing with configs markus.json. And we are closing our try with trying to catch some exceptions. Try, except exception as e, print authentication error, and we are going to return the same error. And return false. So with this we fixed one issue quickly. What we just did. Okay. We created a method that will authenticate. It will show the sequence of commands to launch. It will open the browser. It will expect the user action. So user will need to copy and paste the complete URL. It is handling the callback. User pastes the return URL. We handle token exchange. We exchange the code for token. Here it is. And we made, if successful, we made changes in configs markus.json. The fresh token are saved to config file. Then it handles the errors, validates authorization code presents, catches exceptions during Oauth process here, and provides clear message for the user. This was the authentication method and the start of Oauth Helper file. We will pause here and we will continue next time with test connection method that will help us understand if our connection from trading boat to Schwab persists. Stay tuned and thank you. See you at the next lesson.